Most beginners lose money in binary options trading because they search for the perfect strategy. They want a signal, they want a shortcut. They want one simple rule that tells them when to enter. But the truth is simple. The strategy is not the only problem. The real problem is bad timing, weak market understanding, emotional entries, and poor risk management. A beginner may enter the right direction, but at the wrong time. A beginner may see a good candle, but in the wrong place. A beginner may follow a strategy, but use it in the wrong market condition. And this is why many traders lose, even when they think they are using a good setup. In this video, you will learn a simple, beginner-friendly way to approach binary options trading, not as a magic strategy, not as guaranteed profit, but as an educational framework to help you understand market direction, avoid bad entries, and protect your capital. Before we begin, remember this clearly. Binary options trading involves high risk. No strategy wins all the time. No indicator guarantees profit. And you should never risk money you cannot afford to lose. The goal of this video is education, not financial advice. Now let's start with the most important idea. In binary options trading, timing matters more than many beginners think. Because in normal trading, if your direction is right but your timing is early, price may still move in your favor later. But in binary options, time is part of the trade. If the expiry time is short, a small pullback can make you lose the trade even if your market idea was correct. This is why you cannot enter randomly. You need direction, you need a key level, you need confirmation, and you need discipline. Let's build the strategy step by step. Step number 1, identify the market direction. Before taking any trade, ask yourself, is the market going up? Is the market going down? Or is the market moving sideways? This is the first filter. If price is making higher highs and higher lows, the market is in an uptrend. That means buyers are generally in control. In this case, you should focus more on possible buy setups. If price is making lower lows and lower highs, the market is in a downtrend. That means sellers are generally in control. In this case, you should focus more on possible sell setups. If price is moving between support and resistance without a clear direction, the market is sideways. In this condition, beginners must be very careful. Sideways markets can create many false signals. So before looking for an entry, always identify the market structure. Higher highs and higher lows mean uptrend. Lower lows and lower highs mean downtrend. A range between support and resistance means sideways market. This simple step can help you avoid many bad trades. Now step number 2, mark support and resistance zones. Support is an area where price may find buyers. Resistance is an area where price may find sellers. But support and resistance are not magic lines. They are zones. Price may move slightly above or below the level before reacting. This is why you should not draw random thin lines and expect perfect reactions. Look for areas where price reacted more than once. Look for zones where price reversed, slowed down, or rejected strongly. These zones are important because they show where buyers and sellers were active before. For a buy setup, you want to see price near a support zone. For a sell setup, you want to see price near a resistance zone. Do not enter in the middle of nowhere. Many beginners lose because they enter in the middle of the chart, far from any clear level. A strong trade idea usually starts near an important area. Now step number 3, wait for price to come to the level. This is where patience becomes important. Do not chase price. Do not enter just because the market is moving fast. Do not buy after several big green candles if price is already close to resistance. Do not sell after several big red candles if price is already close to support. In binary options, late entries are very dangerous. If you enter after the move is almost finished, price may pull back during your expiry time, and you lose. So the goal is not to chase the move. The goal is to wait for price to reach a good area. A good area could be support in an uptrend, or resistance in a downtrend, or the top or bottom of a range if you understand range trading. But for beginners, it is usually safer to focus on clear trends and clean levels. Now step number 4. Look for candlestick confirmation. This is very important. Do not enter only because price reached support or resistance. A level alone is not enough. You need confirmation that price is reacting from that level. For a possible buy setup, look for bullish confirmation near support. This could be a bullish rejection candle, a bullish engulfing candle, a long lower wick showing buyers rejected lower prices, or a small break of structure upward after touching support. For a possible sell setup, look for bearish confirmation near resistance. This could be a bearish rejection candle, a bearish engulfing candle, a long upper wick showing sellers rejected higher prices, or a small break of structure downward after touching resistance. But remember, candlestick patterns are not magic signals. A hammer candle is stronger when it appears at support. A shooting star is stronger when it appears at resistance. An engulfing candle is stronger when it appears in the right context. The candle is only confirmation. The full idea is direction plus level plus confirmation, not candle alone. Now step number 5. Avoid trading against strong momentum. This is a mistake many beginners make. They see price moving strongly upward. Then they try to sell just because RSI is high or because price looks expensive. Or they see price moving strongly downward, then they try to buy just because price looks low. This can be dangerous. Strong trends can continue longer than beginners expect. Do not fight a strong trend without a clear reason. If the market is making higher highs and higher lows, be careful with sell trades. If the market is making lower lows and lower highs, be careful with buy trades. The safer idea for beginners is to trade with the direction, not against it. In an uptrend, wait for pullbacks to support. In a downtrend, wait for pullbacks to resistance. This gives you a better chance than entering randomly against the main direction. Now, step number 6, choose the expiry time carefully. In binary options, expiry time is very important. A good entry can still lose if the expiry time is too short or does not match the market movement. If you are trading very short expiries, small noise can affect the result. If you choose expiry without understanding the market speed, you may enter a good setup but lose because the market needed more time. So do not choose expiry randomly. Look at the time frame you are analyzing. Look at how fast price is moving. Look at the size of candles. Look at whether the market is calm, volatile, or choppy. For beginners, it is better to avoid very fast emotional decisions. Do not enter only because you feel the next candle will go your way. Wait for a clean setup. Use expiry that gives the setup enough time to develop. And remember, even with good timing, no trade is guaranteed. Now, step number 7, use risk management. This is the part most beginners ignore. They focus on the entry, they focus on winning, but they do not think about losing. A professional trader thinks about risk first. Before every trade, ask yourself, if this trade loses, can I accept the loss? Is the risk small enough? Am I risking too much because I feel confident? Am I trying to recover from a previous loss? Binary options can create emotional pressure because the result is clear, win or lose. This makes some traders increase risk after a loss. That is dangerous. Do not double your trade size to recover. Do not use martingale without understanding the risk. Do not increase risk because you feel the next trade must win. No trade must win. Every trade can lose. Your job is not to win every trade. Your job is to protect your account and make disciplined decisions. A simple rule for beginners: risk small, stay consistent. Never risk a large part of your account on one trade. If one trade can damage your account badly, your risk is too high. Now let's create a simple beginner strategy framework. This is not a guaranteed strategy. It is an educational checklist: direction, level, confirmation, timing, risk management. Your goal as a beginner is not to make fast money. Your goal is to learn, protect your capital, and build discipline. That is how you start thinking like a real trader. Subscribe to Mr. SHEKO Trading for more trading education. Thank you for watching. Important disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Binary options and all forms of trading involve risk, and profits are never guaranteed. Always do your own research and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Subscribe to Mr. SHEKO Trading for more trading education, price action, technical analysis, risk management, and trading psychology lessons.